Good morning, everyone. Hi, PMH. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone, all of you. This is an incredibly special day with special guests. As I think most everyone knows, Reverend Don and his beautiful wife Patricia are on vacation. He will be returning next Sunday. And today we have our honored guests, Dr. Yemaja Jubilee and Elroy Boyd. And they have been frequent guests of ours. And every time they walk in our sanctuary, their light is beaming. So today, we get to experience that light beaming from up here. It's beautiful. And I have a special announcement to make. This is a surprise to them. I love surprises. Today, we have a 46th anniversary. We have a 46th anniversary. Mr. John Sankowitz, part of our praise singers, and his beautiful beloved wife, Rini, are celebrating their 46th anniversary. And John has pictures to prove it. So he did bring his wedding album, so I'm sure he's very proud. He was showing it off like just with so much happiness this morning. I'm sure he won't mind if you ask for a look. So, and my name is Janice Gilmore. I will be your celebration assistant today. And over here we have the mother of our music team. The mother of all music teams. Blair Jones, who we love dearly. We love having you as the mother of our music team and her wonderful team, everybody. And so without further ado, we're going to start off with song. Let's all, if you'd like, you can stand for the opening song. Yeah. Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our life, for the hands on the earth, and the fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I shall share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, and the fruit of your womb. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother Thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. Oh, Mother God, blessed be. God, blessed be. Whew. Oh. Welcome again to Unity of Charlottesville. We are so glad, thrilled that you are here with us today, those of you here in person and those of you online. This is an incredible spiritual community, one that is based on love, joy, friendship, fellowship. Our community welcomes all people. Let me say that again. Our community welcomes all people, no matter what faith, religion, lifestyle, belief system, political party, sexual orientation, or gender identity. We welcome all people. And now, Elroy will lead us in prayer.
Tall people. God morning. I am going to ask something from all of you. I want you to just take this time and to take a great, big, deep cleansing breath. Can we do that? Breathe. And exhale out your mouth. One more time. Breathe. Exhale. Breathe, be, and exhale, and let it be. A cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our bodies and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity, so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share with what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past misdeeds. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of our present moment. For you are the ground, the truthful mission, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole again. And so it is.
Thank you, Elroy. Let's join together in sharing our statement of faith. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God, the good, omnipotent, and so it is. And now it's that time, y'all. Time to stand and give a wave, a hug, a handshake, a blessing, a shout out to your beloved spiritual family. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. Woo! I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. message. All right, so it is that time. It is the time when Reverend Mark Boston takes the kids down to the kids' school. Bye, guys. Have fun. All right. So we have some announcements. We have a beloved community member, Virginia Owenstein. She is 104. 104. How many people know Virginia? Yeah. God bless her, 104. So if you would like to send her a note, she's at Rosewood Village on Green. Oh, go for it.
Yeah, you can send her a message, but there's also a card out in the narthex, and there's still room on the back of the card, so please come sign it after the service, because Stevie and I are going to take her the card and some flowers today.
Thank you, Maria. And we have an art show going on. Jane, are you in the sanctuary? Would you like to come up and take the mic? Tell us all about it. Good morning.
Hello, everyone. We're so pleased to have Blue's work downstairs, Blue O'Connell, and everybody, I think, is really excited that we're generating these art exhibits. Is that the right word?
Yeah, go for it.
And so I would like to line up the next person. I had a thought about who might be willing to show in June. So anyway, I need to confirm that with somebody over there. Okay. And so, and any artist, creative person, a quilter, whatever you do, painter, sculptor, I would really love to line you up. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane. And thank you, Blue. Let's give Blue another hand. Woo! Yes. And a reminder, we will be having another hug meeting. We like hug meetings. Help Unity Grow. That will take place on Sunday, May 21st, right after the service. We come together and we talk about our vision for our spiritual community. And Unity Basics, our beloved Reverend Don will be teaching our Unity Basics class in 2 sessions. The first is Wednesday, May 24th, 7:15 on Zoom. The second is Wednesday, May 31st, 7:15 on Zoom. And these classes are required to become a voting member of our community. Everyone can be a member, but to be a voting member, these classes are required. And we have, as always, our midweek prayer service on Wednesdays, 6:30 to 7 on Zoom. And there's a core group of people that are there every week, and the energy is powerful, powerful. So let's all now join in our mission statement. Unity of Charlottesville empowers everyone to express their unique divinity, making a positive difference in the world. Let's sing again.
So this song, each verse of the song ends with the phrase, "May I walk in peace," 2 times. So I'd love if you join in with us whenever we sing, "May I walk in peace." Got it? You'll see. In beauty may I walk all day long. May I walk through the seasons. May I walk. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace on this path. May I walk through my life. May I walk in old age. May I walk. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. May I walk. 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 May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. Enjoy. May I walk. May I walk in love. May I walk. May I walk in gratitude. May I walk. May I walk. May I walk in peace. May I walk. May I walk in peace. In peace. In stillness. May I in forgiveness. May I walk in loving kindness. May I walk. May I walk. May I walk in peace. In peace. May I walk. May I walk in peace. In peace. May I walk. 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 May I walk in peace. May I walk. May I walk in peace. In peace. May I walk. May I walk in peace. In peace. May I walk in peace. May you walk. May you walk in peace. In peace. May we walk. May we walk in peace. In peace. May I walk in peace. In peace. May I walk in
Beautiful. Woo! So now I have, oops, microphone. So now I have, woo, maybe I don't need a microphone. I have the great honor and pleasure to introduce Dr. Yemaja Jubilee. Dr. Yemaja Jubilee is a lover of every moment of her life. She practices and embodies the belief that each day is a wonderful and amazing day to be alive. Dr. Jubilee is an inspirational speaker, a soulful poet, a spoken word artist, a life coach, an author, a creative consultant, and songwriter. She's the co-founding director of Cultural Libations, a multidisciplinary arts and humanity company. Her latest short play, Jubilee, I think you told me this morning it was done here? Okay. Oh, a different play was done here in 2013. What was the name of that one? Couldn't Keep It to Myself. Jubilee was done in Unity of Richmond in 2021. It details the historic story of Juneteenth, which is very important. She has also served on the Cultural Awareness and Diversity team of Unity of Richmond. There's so much more to share about her and her accomplishments and her love, which you're going to see in just a moment from this position. But I want you to hear from her and not from me anymore. Suffice to say, she is a woman who is dedicated to serving humanity. Let's give her a big Unity of Charlottesville welcome. Yeah.
This is my friend. When I was growing up, my mother had teddy bears and dolls. She had them all on her bed, and she would talk to them. The last teddy bear that I gave to her before she died was white. It was a white teddy bear with a little red on it. This doll's name is Cece, and you'll hear more about Cece because it's the way that I nurture my inner child, the way that I mother my inner child. Good morning to you all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a joyful and blissful brand new day today. And you all get to sit up under the cathedral of the Almighty. You're sitting in a cathedral. Do you realize that? You got love above and love below, and then outward your love flows. The earth is 4 billion years old. 8 million people, 4 billion years old. And do you realize that everyone in here and everything that's on this earth is connected? It is connected because we came through. I'm glad y'all get it. That means I don't have to go so hard to make you get it. We got to be a little bit playful when you do things. You must not forget to be playful and joyful. We either came, all the plants, all the animals, everything that you eat, every man, every woman, every child, the redwood trees, butterflies, Mahatma Gandhi, Coretta Scott King, Muhammad Ali. All right, I could just go on. Mother Teresa. We all came from an egg or a seed through the feminine energy. We came through the mother energy, the feminine energy that is present in all of us. Roy and I did a message at Unity of Richmond, the first one that we did together. Y'all know what it was called? It was called, Will You Marry Me? It was about the masculine and feminine energy that we all have in ourselves individually, and we have to marry it. We have to bring it all together. You can go on YouTube and you can watch it. But that was the first message that we brought. So what I want you to do today, when you hear the word mother, and I want you to repeat after me, the M stands for mystically. Say mystically. Mystically. Magically. Magically. Mother's love. Mother's love. The O stands for outpouring. Outpouring. Outpicturing. Outpicturing. And overflowing. T stands for tenderly and softly. Tenderly and softly. The H stands for healing, nurturing. Healing, nurturing. Loving energy. Loving energy. Which you get to experience from your mother, Mother Earth, or your earthly mother, repeatedly. The R is for repeatedly. And as I said to you before, we all came through an egg or a seed. And one of the things that I want you to remember today, when you think of the word mother, what comes, is it your grandmother? Is it your earthly mother? Is it your great-grandmother? Or is there someone in your life that has given you that energy, that loving, nurturing, soft energy that you can't forget? There have been a number of people in my life that have done that for me. But most of all, the one that has done it for me when I realized that is my mother, Marie Harris Brown. Y'all, look, y'all be patient with me here now. That's my mother. Marie Harris Brown. So I took a poem that was written by Joyce Kilmer, and I adapted it to express about my mother, and I want you all to hear it. Breathe and relax in the earth's energy. I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree. I think that I will never again have a kind and loving mother as my mother, Marie. A tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breasts. A mother who carried me for 260 days in her belly, kicking and moving all times of the day and night. Love of my mother, love of Mother Earth. Surrounded and grounded in love, I go, I grow, and I flow. A tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray. A mother who each night got down on her knees and beside me to pray. Lord, now lay me down to sleep. Bless my family to have a thriving life abundantly. A tree that may in summer wear a nest of robins in her hair. A mother who on Sundays wore a wide-brimmed beige and brown straw hat. And she had on pink and blue gloves to match. Her church suit, she was the first lady of the church. So everything had to match. Love of my mother, love of Mother Earth, surrounded and grounded in love, I go, I grow, and I flow. Upon whose bosom snow has lain, who intimately lives with the rain. A mother who stares out her kitchen window every morning at her multicolored flower garden, filled with red roses, white roses, green scallops, and here and there was a purple passion plant. And as she made her buttermilk biscuits from scratch, she sang a mantra just like this. Lord, I thank you for this day. 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 Poems are made by fools like me, but only God can make a tree. Mothers like her bestow organically and wholeheartedly, guided by the Holy Spirit. A divine gift to me, she was, and to all of the community, and to all of humanity. Dancing her holy dance. That's what she did to celebrate. Forever she will be my example of being loving, caring, and living life abundantly, and sharing love with all humanity. Repeat after me. Love of my mother. Love of Mother Earth. Love of Mother Earth. Surrounded and grounded in love. 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 I go. I go. I grow. I grow. I flow. I flow. Take a breath in. And breathe in the love that's in here. You're sitting in a cathedral. We must not forget. See all the beautiful plants we have today? They have upped the vibe of this whole place and all the energy that flows within. there's another picture of my mother, my daughter, and my father. That's an old, old picture. One of the things that I want you to all remember is some of us, when we think of Mother, we think of Mother Teresa, we think of Mary, the mother of Jesus, or Yahshua. We also think of June Cleaver. Y'all remember June Cleaver? Felicia Rashad. We think of Florence Henderson. Y'all remember? We think of Diane Carroll as well. Those were the TV mothers. Well, this is Mother's Day, and we're celebrating Mother's Day because it has been an official Mother's Day since 1914. And Jarvis did the first Mother's Day in 1908 for her mother's celebration. And she got upset about Mother's Day. You know why? Because they commercialized it so much. And it took out what she had in her heart and what she wanted it to be. But now Mother's Day is celebrated, and it's one of the most important days all over the world. In all of the countries, they celebrate it a different day. It may not be today, but they celebrate it. And when we think of that, and we think of the tenderness and the softness of feminine energy that a mother has, your mother, my mother, all mothers carried us for 270 days. We think about that. I know when I first got pregnant, and my mother told me, yeah, child, you're going to find out when them labor pains hit you. She was right. I did find out, but it was love, like she said, but after you hold that baby in your arms, things will never be the same for you. And your mother is the first face that you see. The first face that you see is your mother's face. And as a baby, you don't forget. I was born in Farmville, Virginia, in Southside Community Hospital, and I got switched at birth for a little bit. Let's clarify. My mother had to be in a ward for colored people only because it was during Jim Crow. And the place she told me that she was in, it was not good. They didn't give as much attention. If you were black, you didn't get the services. And that's the reality of living under Jim Crow. So when she had me, she knew I was a girl, but when the nurse came in and brought the two babies in, a boy and a girl, she gave the girl to this lady from the Philippines. She gave me to the Philippines. And my mother said she looked at the baby. She said, I must have mocked this baby. Because, olden days, people know when you carry a child in your womb, what happens is whatever you hang around, because some rooster had chased her or something like that, and she figured she had mocked. But she said it was a little boy. She just couldn't figure it out. And then the nurse came back and said, oh, I made a mistake. So they put me back in her arms. Wasn't that great? I'm where I'm supposed to be. Ashe, ashe. So you have a mother. Our mothers become our caregivers. They care for us. They feed us. They nurse us at their breasts. They hold us. When you get a scratch, I remember my mother used to, let me kiss it, it ain't gonna get better. You kiss it and you make it better. Wish they worked today, but it don't. But if it was my mama that was still alive, it still would work for me. And the first person's name that you call is mother. Is your mother. You might have called her mommy. You might have called her mother. And some mothers, now I allow my daughter to call me by my name because we are in their generation. She don't have to call me mama. And I even ask permission to put my mother hat on because she's an adult. She has a family and friends of her own, and I have to respect that. So I never put on my mother hat without permission. Mother's energy is feminine energy. And sometimes we can become very disconnected. This world now is disconnected from the feminine energy. Lord have mercy, I don't need to go into all that. Because you all are aware, you are awake, and you know what I'm talking about. That feminine energy that softens things. That feminine energy like Myrtle Fillmore. Myrtle Fillmore is the mother of unity. And how did she bring her mother energy? She wrote articles, healing letters. She answered prayers and started the silent unity along with her husband. So when you think about the mother, this is what she said. the mother side of God, it is my great joy to perceive the mother side of God, the divine love that never fails. Isn't that a beautiful statement? And so she nurtured a whole movement. You all would be sitting here today. You wouldn't be getting Unity magazine. You wouldn't have someone that you could pick up and call if it wasn't for Myrtle Fillmore. She had 3 sons, all right? Now, Myrtle also said that you had to love yourself. So how do you love yourself? How do you take care of yourself? How do you give that motherly love to yourself? Do you have a self-care plan? Do you have a way to nurture yourself? Do you have a way that you're going to know that you love yourself? What I want you all to do now is hold out your hands. Let's try this. And breathe. And what I want you to do is cup your face softly. Have you had times in your life when your mother cupped your face and looked at you and said, oh, how beautiful you are. Oh, how lovely you are. Then I want you to take your hands across your chest and just brush down softly. Feel that softness. Feel that energy. And this is a practice that I do to assure me that I'm in the tenderness of my own love energy, as Myrtle said. So when the other thing you do, you have to create a loving relationship with yourself. And don't, a lot of people are codependent. They mistake codependency for love. I'm here to tell you it's not. Because when you allow someone to dictate how you're going to be and not develop your own individuality, and all your love depends on what somebody else is going to tell you, what their opinions is, or how they need to act, that is not love for yourself. You are denying your own inner divinity. You are denying your own specialness that you came to this earth to bring. Listening to other people's opinions. And hanging around with people that are going to gaslight you. Hanging around people that's going to disrespect you. Hanging around people that tell you, oh, who you think you are. Or she thinks you all that. Things that make you go, But what you have to do is commit to being the best love of your own life. You don't go seek external love to validate your love. For a long time, I did that. I had 4 marriages. That's why that play Couldn't Keep It to Myself came to be. Because I was seeking love from a man. And I was taught as a woman that you had to have a man to complete you. And you had to have such and such a number of kids and a house with a picket fence. I was taught that. I had to find out that love comes through within. So I encourage you to find love for yourself. And the affirmation that I use now, I now release people, places, and things that no longer serve my highest good. Physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. That covers all the ground. I've been saying it for the last couple of years. So Myrtle Fillmore suggested that you write love letters to God. You write a love letter to God. And in that love letter, you put your hopes and your dreams. And you put all you aspire to be. And then you ask for the guidance of the Spirit to tell you what you're going to put in it. And then you put it aside and you breathe and you allow it to be. Love letters to God. Roy and I did what we call a sweetness jar. And in the sweetness jar, we put all the things that we wanted to have life sort of be sweet. And you put in cinnamon and other little things that's sweet. And you set it aside. A sweetness jar, the things you want in your life. So ask yourself, what more can you do? What do you need to unbecome? And I have a few other suggestions. I'm going to tell you the things that I practice. I do a love shower every single day. I wash my body. I bless my body from my head to my toe in the shower. I look in the mirror. I got these little heart-shaped things on my mirror. And what did they say? You are amazing. When I go in to brush my teeth, you are awesome. You are beautiful. You now live your life from inside out. You are grounded, you are centered, and you are focused. I read those every day. So I'm saying to you, you can make those things and put them up on your mirror. Roy has to read the same one because I put them up there on our mirror, right? But it's all okay. And then the other thing that you can do is bless your head. Put your hands on your head now. And what you do is you bless the thoughts in your head and breathe. Put them over your ears. You bless your ears that you may hear with the ear behind the ear. Breathe. Put your hands over your eyes that you might see with the eye behind the eye. You bless your mouth and you say, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be pure and acceptable in God's sight. You do that every day. I do that every single day as a part of loving myself and being motherly toward myself. And then, cold showers. Yep. Cold showers. Boy, I did a cold shower today. I did a cold shower. See, what happens is the cold rejuvenates your body and you're like, oh, you're ready for the day because you're waking up every cell, every bone, and every joint in your body. It's awakened. Now you can also alternate between warm and cold. And you work with it until you get what's going to work for you because it all don't happen at once. Because the first thing when I first tried, I'm just, no, I can't do this. Then I started reading all the research on cold showers. It's all about health and waking up and livening up your body. I love it. I don't miss it now. The other thing that I do is dry brushing. You know the brush, you got to buy a body brush? You dry brush your whole body and bless it. And it feels so good, so nurturing, so pure. It's what it is. All those things that you can do. And when you nurture your inner child, the last thing that I do to nurture my inner child is with Cece. Cece, I sit in a chair and I hold her and I pretend that this is me. And I say all the things that I need to hear to Cece. I verbalize them. I hug her. And I don't have a rocking chair presently, but it works so much better. I learned this from a long time ago from Pia Melody when I lived in Nashville, Tennessee, many, many years ago. And I've kept that practice. And if you have a friend that's in the hospital or sick, take them a doll, a teddy bear, something that they can cuddle with. That's giving your love away. And I do this, and you can do this, and making sure that you express who you are through your creativity. And what I want you to do is tell yourself every morning, not one, when you raise your head up off the pillow, I am absolutely amazing. I am blessed to be in the land of the living. As my mother would say, it could have been the other way. I accept you as you are, bright as the morning star. You show mercy, you show grace. You shine love all over the place. You are amazing. Breathe and let it be. I'm so grateful to be here with you all today. So sit in the softness of this as we turn the page. And we're going to turn the page to talk about forest bathing. It's a Japanese practice, and the earth is the real mother of us all. The earth is the real mother of us all. You're sitting at its cathedral. The earth, as we were driving in to come here, and I looked at all the mountains and how beautiful they are. The mountains, the oceans, the seas. The earth is the real mother. And when you remember that, the earth has a carpet. I call it the moss because you can find moss in the woods. There's all these different colors. and I walk on it and it feels lush up under my feet. It really is fantastic, and it grounds me. The earth has dry land. The earth has ocean. The earth has seas. The earth has gas. The earth has diamonds. The earth has pearls. Diamonds and pearls. Y'all remember that Prince song? But the earth has all of this. And what she wants you to do today is just to remember. You know, it took us to 1970 to come up with Earth Day. And the earth is, how many years old I said it was? It took to 1970 to recognize what we have. And we have to take care of our national resources. Now, I must tell you one thing. All of my material things, my home that my mother left me and the land that she left me, all my brothers' houses and all the neighbors' houses in Charlotte County, because I was raised in Saxe, Virginia on a farm. We had 323 heads of cattle. We raised everything we ate. My daddy said he would not eat sliced bread because it was wasp nest. My mother made homemade biscuits every morning from scratch. We raised the wheat that went into that. I milked the cow and made the buttermilk. Okay? We killed the pigs that made the lard, and I could just go on and on. It was all organic, and it came from the Mother Earth. My dad was a tree farmer. He was a tree harvester and a tree farmer. He planted trees. He would always cut them down, but he always planted them back. And everything that we have came from the earth. All the money that he has, everything that we have. The earth gave it to him because we were farmers. We raised tobacco. We raised corn. There were a lot of times we ate poke salad and we ate crease salad. The earth, the berries, the plums, the strawberries. My mother made jams out of them. And like this time of the year would be strawberries. And so everything that you have, as I'm saying, just came from the earth. So what Mother Earth wants to continue to give you now is a bath in her. No tub needed, no water needed, no soap needed. All you need to do is put yourself in the midst of it. Whenever you're near, I hear a symphony of the birds singing in the trees and bringing harmony to my soul. I know God's near, 'cause I hear a symphony of the birds singing in the trees, bringing harmony to my soul. The earth, Mother Earth, Gaia, can bring harmony to your soul. There are layers and layers of sound. I'm sitting in the trees again, so look, I always sit in the trees. Here I am in sunflower plants. There's lots of energy. There I am sitting in that tree. I do it all the time. So I want to encourage you to do a forest bath. The benefits of forest bathing, and I want to read you this list about what the benefits are. Reduces blood pressure, lowers your stress, lift depression. These are documented things now. Boost your immune system, and it can be a natural painkiller. Killer. Improve your energy, improve your memory. Personally, what I've gotten from it, during the pandemic, I call it the World Retreat. I used to sit on rocks. Some days I sit on a rock. Some days I'd sit on a rotten log. Some days I'd go hug a tree. Some days I would just be right there with what is happening. And I gave all of that, what was going on in the world, to the trees. And then I asked the trees a question. I asked the tree to show me how they communicate. I knew this, had read it, but I had never seen it. So one day I was walking in Rockwood Park, and it had rained. And I saw all the roots that were connected. They were connected because they talk to each other. They know when you enter in. They know what's going on because they have a grandmother tree and a grandfather tree. And they have families that they have. So I found that forest bathing increased my creativity, and I used to get downloads from the Big G every day. And I'd take my phone out and I'd record them. So when you want to forest bathe, what do? You walk, you don't run, you don't jog. You go to a place, a park. You go to somewhere nearby where there can be a lot of nature. Like today, we have all of this on this stage. If you have a patio and you don't have a house, you can put plants on it and make your own private place to go sit in. But I found that going into the forest and sitting from 5 to 10 minutes, somewhere that I found, you can go to a botanical garden too. You can find a place to do it. You set your intentions of what you want and what you want to have done. You follow your breath. And the most important thing is using your 5 senses. You activate smell. And I smell a tree because each tree has a perfume. Each tree smells distinctively. There's some trees that are shaped like a womb. Some trees are pregnant. There's some trees that are standing like in a yoga pose. If you watch the way the trees are laid out, you will see what I'm talking about. And then there are other times when you leave all the distractions behind, you got to walk very slowly and find a spot. I taught a forest bathing class at Unity of Seven Hills a while back. And I did one for Unity of Bonaire as well. Because people, you know how we get in this hurry up society, we want to hurry up and get it over. With forest bathing, you activate your 5 senses, but you also activate your intuitive, your 6th sense, and allow that to feed through layers of sound, through the sun that's shining, through all your senses, smells, because there's a distinct smell in the mud. There's a distinct smell when you're walking in the rain. And what I got so that I do, if it's rain, I love rain, walking in the rain, because I vision it washing away everything that I need to get rid of. I stand in and allow it to bless me. And if I have something that's troubling me, when I walk into, I can tell when I walk into the presence of Mother Nature's energy, because there's a shift from being in the external world and walking to the forest. You attune your breath, you listen for the sounds, and you walk. You can sit on a park bench. I even do yoga moves. I do yoga moves. And the sound of water. You hear that natural sympathy that's coming out. And then, one of the things I like to do, I like to go to the beach and find the cloud pictures in the sky. You can sit on a park bench and do the same thing. But we need vitamin D, and the sun, which is a part of Mother Nature, can nourish us. If we sit on a park bench and watch what clouds go by. Or if we're driving down a highway, like there's a highway 307 that goes to Farmville, Virginia, I always feel like I'm riding through the middle of Mother Nature, because the hills go up and down, and the trees are on the side, and it's like they're embracing me in their infinite energy. Find a place that works for you. If you don't have one, make one with the plants. When you watch the patterns that go on, you're going to reap the benefits. When you do this, the next thing you're going to do, you're going to find a place where you can sit and take off your shoes. And that is what? So this is what I do. I sit with my feet on the ground. Here we go again. And I sit there because we have lots of meridians in our feet, in the soles of our feet. The earth is ions. And what it does is ground you. And now a lot of times what I do, like this morning before I came up here, I went out the apartment door. You know what I did? I walked barefooted. And then I grounded myself with my hands and my feet and thanked the earth. Earthing is most important. And you will observe a change in what you are and how you are, and allow the force to give you the gift. There's no right, no wrong way to do it. It's developing. There's lots of research. If you Google it, there are books been written about it. But as I said to you before, The Japanese had a special name for it, but I did it when I was a kid because I never liked shoes. And we had red mud that I would play in as play in the red mud. And then my mother used to tell us, you know, when we get out and play in the rain, and I don't go along with this now, whenever it was sun shining and the rain at the same time, she told us it wasn't good to be outside because that was not a good sign. I never understood that. But I know she told me she knew what she was talking about. The other benefit that you're going to walk away, you want to try to do 20-minute sessions twice a week. 20-minute sessions. You don't have to move, all you got to do is sit. You can meditate as you do it. And the forest will give you a gift. If you're worried about something, you don't know what to do, go sit in the forest and ask Mother Nature to help you. Because when you get the clarity about what's going on in your life, you'll be able to think about listening to your intuitive self. Because you will be in the softness and the sweetness and the tenderness of Mother Nature. Now breathe, be, and let it be. Forest bathing is by far, to me, one of the most unused practices in the whole world. And if we don't go ahead on and use it, because of the resources that we talked about, people cut down all the trees, and people get away with doing whatever they want. Well, one thing I can say about Lady Bird Johnson, y'all remember how she used to decorate the highways with all the plants? She really did a great job with that. So I'm asking you to remember to go into the forest and sit and be quiet and reap the benefits. The other thing that you're going to reap, girl, let me tell you, you're going to sleep so good at night. You're going to be restful and you have these lucid dreams. It enhances your dream state. And what I usually do, I ask a question before I go to sleep because I know I'm going to get the answer in my dreams. But one thing is connected to the other. Forest bathing is like wrapping a blanket around you when you were a baby. Allow the forest to give you a bath. Allow the forest to hold you. Allow the forest to nurture you. Allow the forest to reveal to you its energy, its authenticity. And girl, I tell you, there's nothing like it. It has been and continues to be the center of my life. And you also want to journal, use your journal to see if you have a change of mind, a change of energy, a change of ways in how you interact with people, because I guarantee it's going to change you. And when I say change, I don't mean change, because change is temporary. Y'all know change is temporary. Transformation is what you want. Transformation takes you to another level of being. Change only guides you and puts you sort of on the right track. But if your mind ain't about transition and transformation, you will not stay there. And I'm not telling you what somebody told me, I'm telling you what I know. So I would like for you to commit to giving yourself a 3-week time period. Journal it. Do 2 sessions a week with intervals of sitting in the forest, on a log, on a rock. I'm trying to see if I can find the rock. Well, that's an interesting dream. Look. Okay, let's go back. Well, there's a rock. I call it the love rock. I must not have put it in here. But in one of the places that I walk, there's a love rock. It's shaped like a heart. So some days I go sit on that. And when I do go sit on that, I see owls. That's grounding. This is one of the paths that I walk. Right? And this tree right here, I can get up in the inside of that tree and stand. And that's the first time was this past week, I walked a different trail. And I got up in the tree and talked to the tree from the inside out. And it was so lovely. The energy was so lovely. That tree right there, its roots run out. It's the grandfather tree. I consider it the grandfather tree. But you can go and you can find your own place, in a park, in the woods. Maybe some of y'all got farm, you got gardens. If you got a garden, go sit in the garden. There are all kinds of ways that you can do it. But what I want you to remember today is that Mother Earth and your earthly mother have worked together to bring you that divine feminine energy. And I want you also to remember that you are an expression of that. You are an expression of the divine. You didn't come here to play around. You didn't come here to suffer. You didn't come here to struggle. You didn't come here to survive. You came here to love. Love above and love below. You didn't come to do those S's. We have been programmed that everything we get has to go through suffering. But I'm telling you, when you go through mother's love and you go through the softness, it eliminates all of that. So embrace that and practice that. And I always say the word spiritual stands for spiritual. The word soul stands for spiritual oneness used for living. When you think of the word soul, it's spiritual oneness used for living. The other practice that I just want to share with you briefly, and I'm going to close, is I write love notes for the soul. Love notes for the soul. And I send them to over 100 people. Whenever I get a download that something needs to be said from the sitting in the forest, I make a note and I send it to people. It's called Love Notes for Your Soul. And if you'd like to receive one of those, because I'm going to have a book coming out with, I got so many of them, you can get on my list. But I want you to remember that you can always be in touch and in tune with Mother Nature. Allow it. Buy plants. And I thank Blair and the people here that got all these plants today, because I love plants and I love the energy that they bring. You want to change the energy in your home? Get plants. You want to remember your mother's love? Remember the exercise that I taught you today. Hold your palms out and look around the sanctuary and send somebody, not somebody, but everybody, your soft and tender motherly love. Your soft and tender. That was one of mine. That's a box turtle. Isn't that beautiful? We did that. I want to thank you for allowing me to bring who I am to you all today. I want to thank you for accepting me as I am, as I accept you who you are, as you are, for who you are. Now breathe, be, and let it be. 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 I breathe the breath of God. Sing it with me. Breathe, be, and let it be. Breathe, be, and let it be. Breathe, be, and let it be. I breathe the breath of God. Love above and love below. Love above and love below. Love above and love below. I breathe the breath of God. Peace above and peace below. Peace above and peace below. Peace above and peace below. I breathe the breath of God. Breathe, be, and let it be. Breathe, be, and let it be. Breathe, be, and let it be. I breathe the breath of God. And as you sit, remembering that you're breathing the breath of God, you're going to sit closing your eyes, put your right hand on your heart, and allow that tenderness to be a part. God and you are not apart, for God lives in the center of your heart. Put your other hand over your heart. And what I want you to do, vision in your mind that you're walking into a meadow. You're surrounded by trees, all different types of trees. Tall trees, short trees, dogwood trees, cherry trees, oak, widow, all maple, all the trees. And as you enter into the sanctuary, the cathedral, you walk down the path. You walk slowly and you absorb the energy. And as you walk, you see others coming to join you. You walk in this one path of love together. The one path of love. Breathe. And as you walk further down the path, you see the daffodils, the tulips, the impatiens, all the other greenery. And you hear the sound and trickling of a stream not too far away. And you hear the scream, it's calling your name. Come and sit by me. And you walk, and there's a rock there. There's a log there. Or there's the ground. You pick the one that you want to sit upon. And so now you breathe in, and you gently put your body down, barefooted and all, honey. And you enjoy the fragrances and the vibrant energy of the goddess, of the feminine side of God. You sit and you sit in the stillness and in the silence and in the solitude. Let's just sit there for a moment. And as you sit with your physical body and you're breathing in and out, in your inhale, you inhale in peace, and you exhale in calm. In your inhale, you're inhaling grace, and you're exhaling gratitude. On your inhale, you're inhaling discernment, and you're exhaling clarity. On your inhale, you ask the question, what is mine to do? And as you inhale gladness. You inhale, exhale joy. Inhale peace, exhale calm. Inhale. You're sitting, you sit your butt down, SYBD, in the calmness and the sweetness. And as we bring this meditation to a close, you rise from the rock, you rise from the log, you rise from the ground, and you stroll back out into the external world. But you take with you the gift that this message has given you, that the meditations have given you, that the music have given you, and that the love of this community has given you. Breathe, be, and let it be. Open your eyes and look around. And thank you for allowing me to bring you this message.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Dr. Jubilee, for bringing us your divine teachings of how to love ourselves, how to know our own divine selves, how to take care of ourselves, nurture ourselves with the guidance of our earthly mothers and our Mother Earth. Thank you so much. Let's give her one more round of applause. Yeah. God bless you. God bless you. A beautiful soul. Whew. We have an opportunity now to give back a portion of all the divine energy and love we've received here this morning. But first I'd like to ask, is there anyone here for the very first time here on this Mother's Day? Yes, hi, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome everybody. We're so glad you came and hope you enjoyed it, and we'll hope to see you again. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your love. And thank you anyone who is online and joining us for the first time. We, if you're able, we hope you can join us here in our beautiful cathedral of love sometime live. So there are many ways to give to Unity of Charlottesville. Online, text to give, and this is the number here, 844-636-0061. It asks if it's the first time, you have to put a little bit of information in, and then subsequent times, all you have to do is just text that number and it comes right to Unity of Charlottesville. Or you can give here. Barbara's coming around with our butterfly net. If you'd like to give a tithe, an offering this morning, you can go ahead and place it in our butterfly net. We are so incredibly grateful for all that you all do for Unity of Charlottesville, our blessed spiritual family. Just being here on Sunday mornings is a tithing of your talents, tithing of your gifts, the way Elroy and Dr. Jubilee did this morning, tithing of your monetary offerings. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. And let's now bless our tithes and offerings. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Nothing is ever lost, and we are not forgotten. We are living in the heart of God. Nothing is ever lost, and we are not forgotten. We are living in the heart of God.
We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God.
Morning sun coming through the trees, and the green leaves shimmer in the summer breeze. The songbirds sing through the honey bees,
are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. Living in the heart of God. We are living in the heart of God.
Nothing is ever lost, and we are not forgotten.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. I hear those kids back there. I feel your energy. Come on down. Come on up here and join us. Yes, in Reverend Mark, Boston. We are walking as the light of God. We are walking as the light. We are walking as the light of God. We are walking. We are walking. We are walking as the light of God. Light of God. We are walking. We are walking. We are walking as the light of God.
Well, happy Sunday, everyone, and happy Mother's Day. Today we pose the question, what makes moms so special? And I think we're just going to go round robin really quick. Let's start with Paul. One thing.
Alright, so, okay, so don't make fun of the speech, don't laugh at my speech, please. Dear Mom, I love you more than 100,000 times Elon Musk and W. More than, and more than. I love you with you because you play Roblox with me. I love you with you because, I love you because with, I love you until, Happy Mother's Day. Love all.
Awesome.
Yay, Paul.
Woo! One thing.
Mothers are really special because they take their life up and they help kids go through all the hardships that life throws at them, and not everyone can do that. It's really special.
Beautiful. One thing, Tia? You have one thing?
Yeah. I love my mom because she does so much for me and helps me emotionally whenever I feel bad.
Beautiful. Arthur, do you have one thing?
I like to spend time with my mom because usually we do the me and me journal together, and that's pretty fun.
That was a wonderful thing you shared with us.
We like our mom because she takes care of us.
Yes, she does. That's awesome. Journey, one thing.
I like my mom because she helps me with things that I need. Like she helps and provides stuff that I need.
Very nurturing. Thank you. Marley, one thing.
I love how diligent and supportive my mom is. She always makes sure to facilitate things that help us grow as people.
Beautiful. Delaney, one thing.
I love my mom because she's very hardworking.
Thank you. Garrett, do you have one thing?
My mom lets me sleep in sometimes.
Yes, indeed. And Parker. One thing, Parker?
I love my mom because of many things, but one of the main reason is that she takes care of me and she gives me shelter and love, and it just feels good.
Oh, that warms my heart. Thank you. Oh, you. And end it with?
And I think she said that the men treat women unkindly, even though women created them.
Okay, well, we're about to serve harmonize. All right, well, that is wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're really starting out today. Begin! Exclamation mark. All right, well, that's, first of all, mothers are very special and very important, and I think we illustrated that today. Let's bless these children. Children,
Uniteens, wild viewers, teachers and parents, you are loved, special, and important.
Amen.
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 And we bless you, Reverend Mark. We bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful children, thank you. So we also have a pastoral care team. If you have any needs, you can call the number here to the office, or go ahead and send an email. And next week, Reverend Don is back. Yay! And he will be talking about the power of intention. So we hope to see y'all next week. And again, we bless you and thank you for being here with us, Dr. Jubilee and Elroy. Thank you so much. Rhonda Young. Okay, there's a gift. Rhonda Young is
Rhonda.
a healthcare specialist. The gift that's coming from you, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay, so Rhonda Young will be giving gifts to all of us from Dr. Jubilee and Elroy. Right? From her. Okay, from Dr. Jubilee. Thank you, everybody. It's time for thank yous. Yes. Thank you, sound team. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, blessing team. We've got the trio, Barbara, and Tamsin this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you, Reverend Mark. Thank you, Don Brady, who I believe is in the bookstore. The bookstore is open. Thank you, Don Brady. And we have the healing helpers. We'll be meeting in the back of the sanctuary where PMA is waiting. Thank you, Blair Jones, the mother of our music team, and Blue and Jim and Stevie and Kevin and John and Janice. Thank you for for blessing me with the opportunity to be your celebration assistant. This is a wonderful, it's not even a job, because I get to stand up here and love all of you.
Steve and Bob up in the sound booth.
Yes.
Thank you. And now, our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power